So, it had been nearly 20 years since I'd last flown. For various reasons, I decided to take an opportunity to go back and get current again. Things came back pretty quick in flying the Cessna, so I started right away to jump into the Cub and take a couple of flights. The first day we went out, got a little feel for the plane and came back and did some wheel landings in gusty winds. The second day was a little bit calmer. We decided to take a little sightseeing trip up to Fernandina Beach on Amelia Island. Fernandina Beach is a small uncontrolled field with lots of different types of traffic, everything from paragliders to skydivers coming in and out of the field. Makes a nice mix of different types of traffic, getting used to using the radio in those fields again and getting used to keeping your head looking around and eyes open. I've had over 50 hours of tail dragger time, but after getting back in the Cessnas and getting a feel for flying again, it still took some time to get used to dancing on the rudder pedals and not overcorrecting, pushing the stick forward, getting the right attitude with the nose, and just getting a feel for what things look like as you're climbing out in this fun little Cub. Cruising along at 70 miles an hour, 1,000 feet above the terrain, it was nice just to take a chance to look out the open window and open door. One nice thing was on the way out from the airport, we get to fly right over the house, wave to the family. It was a beautiful and sunny Memorial Day weekend as we flew out the St. Johns River. We could see the traffic below heading out to the beaches. That was our plan too, to go out to the barrier islands and hang a left with the Atlantic Ocean and the beaches on our right to take a look at on our way up north. It was still early, but there were a lot of boats out on the waterways, running around and trying to stake their claim at the local beach for the weekend party scene. We flew over Fort George Island, Little Talbot Island, and Big Talbot Island, with Amelia Island off in the distance. Way up north we could see Cumberland Island just over the Georgia border, arcing away from the distance. As we passed over Amelia Island, we could see the Fernandina Beach airport in the distance. It was time to start thinking about work. That is, about work with touch and goes, trying to nail some three-point landings with some gusts and maybe a little bit of crosswind. You gotta keep your eyes open here. I've seen paragliders, powered kites, skydivers, all kinds of things flying in and out of this airport. Now on the downwind leg, it's time to start thinking about landing number 1.
Fernandina traffic, Cub 508 Charlie Romeo, train left base, runway 9, touch and go, Fernandina.
You always have to check right before turning final here. There's plenty of aircraft that don't even use a radio.
Fernandina traffic, Cub 508 Charlie Romeo, turning final, runway 9, touch and go, Fernandina.
A recurring problem for me in the Cub is coming in too high. Oh well, just another good excuse to do a nice steep forward slip.
Nice job.
That's flight instructor Dana Holladay in the back seat, giving me encouraging words, good advice, and bailing me out more than one time.
Alright, we got some trouble with the door, so you guys go ahead.
Roger, we'll do a quick run up and then go ahead. 523, go back.
Cub 508 Charlie Romeo, Fernandina traffic, on the left base, runway 9, touch and go, Fernandina. Got that a little backwards there.
Alright, they get the message. Alright, just knot, just one knot.
Just one?
Yeah.
Okay.
It'll be a little easier to control, and we got tons of runway and plenty of wind.
Okay. And Baron 5-5, Foxtrot Delta, rolling in place on 9.
Very nice, Mike. So try not to steer with that stick. You feel it roll as you were lifting off?
Yep. 50 Charlie Romeo, turning final runway 9, touch and go, Fernandina.
They say a good landing begins with a good approach. Sometimes you just have that bad feeling that things aren't quite feeling right. This certainly was the case this time.
Getting a little too fast here.
I've got my hand resting up there on that flap handle. Not quite sure what to do with it.
No flaps can make a difference in it.
You can bring it down if you want.
Yeah, put it in 10 degrees. Get you down.
Hand on the throttle.
Yep, thank you.
Yeah, don't take your hand off that throttle down here. You might need it.
Yep.
Keep pulling, keep pulling.
That's not one of the funner jobs.
Yep, that was main's tail hop.
Yep.
A little more pull.
Thanks to some help from Dana, I managed to get under control after the third hop. Who knows, one more and it might have been a bent prop. I wonder if I can log an extra 3 takeoffs and landings for that go-around.
Fernandina traffic, Cub 50 Charlie Romeo, turning final, runway 9, touch and go. Fernandina.
We have enough time for one more touch and go. Hopefully I get this one right. It'd be nice to prove I don't screw them all up.
Do this one with a little bit of power on it. Just a little. There you go. Now try not, come on down. Try not to let it touch. Keep pulling. Keep pulling, keep pulling, keep pulling. There you go. With full flap, it's really hard to do a good one without power on it. But it just decelerates so fast, you don't have much time to get it right. That was much better, Mike. There you go. Hey, you were on it that time. Nice job. Real nice job.
With the hard work done, it's time for a little more sightseeing before we head home. We head north on Amelia Island, and in the distance we can see Cumberland and the St. Mary's River. See the National Seashore, Fort Clinch, take in the marshes and the Amelia Island Lighthouse before turning around and heading back south again. Flying back south over the Atlantic Ocean with the doors open and the beach on our right, we can see the families enjoying the weekend and the kite surfers zipping around, pumping up their adrenaline. Smooth air and humming along at 70 miles an hour, enjoying the day. This is what the weekend was made for. Reaching the St. Johns River, we can see Huguenot Park below. It looked like it was just about filled to capacity at this point. After taking a few tourist photos, we made a right turn and moseyed our way back up the St. Johns River, heading back home towards the Craig Field Airport. The Mayport Naval Station is closed for the weekend, so we get the luxury of flying right over the top of it. Don't have to talk to anybody. After a view of the St. Johns River Ferry, the Coast Guard base, and the casino ship, we say our goodbyes to the St. John River as we head inland and get ready to land. Flying the Cub was a great time, and I look forward to doing it again soon. If you get a chance to fly out here with Holladay Aviation, with Dana and Meredith, get a chance to take a ride in the Cub, I'd highly recommend it. You won't regret it.